Now today date is 4. So in the previous lecture I have described about the center of mass of two particle system. Open. About the center of mass of two particle system. What is center of mass, that also I have explained. Now see here, what is the center of mass of two particle system? It is equal to m1 r1 plus m2 r2 upon m1 plus m2. Here there is a system which is consisting two particles whose masses are m1 and m2 and their positions on the coordinate plane is that one is having the position vector r1 and the other is having the position vector r2. And here in this case, center of mass will lie on the line joining these two particles. It will be somewhere on this dotted line. Center of mass will be somewhere and at the dotted line. Means suppose this is the center of mass. And if we take its position vector, that will be represented by RCM. Now see here. The position of center of mass. What is the important thing? The position of center of mass do not depend upon the choice of origin. It do not depend upon the choice of origin. Means what is its meaning? Suppose in this case, center of mass is at 3 cm from M1 and 1 cm from M2. So you will find the same relative position if you change the coordinate set. Change the coordinate set means now you take the origin at this point. This is the x-axis and this is the y-axis. In that case also what will happen? Relative position of center of mass will remain same. It's clear? Only its coordinate will be changed. Only the coordinate will be changed. So we will remember that on changing the origin, there will be no change in the position of the center of mass, relative position of the center of mass with respect to the particles which are constituting to that system. It's clear? Only the coordinate of that will be changed. Center of mass will be changed. Now see here, there is one more thing. If we take, if center of mass is at origin, when center of mass will be at origin, what will be vector RCM? It will be a 0 vector. It will be a 0 vector because center of mass is situated here. So position vector begins from origin and ends at that point of which it is the position vector. So here it will be a 0 vector. So if you substitute here, what will you get? 0 vector equals to m1 r1 plus m2 r2 upon m1 plus m2 plus m2. Therefore m1 r1 plus m2 r2 will be equal to 0. Now what is its meaning? Here it is the moment of mass. m1 r1 is moment of its mass about the origin. Moment of mass about the origin, and here at the origin we have taken the center of mass. Therefore we can say that the sum of the moment of massage of the particles about the center of mass will be 0. Sum of the moment of massage constituting the particles, constituting the system, constituting the masses of particles constituting the system about center of mass will be 0. Center of mass will be 0. According to this, sum of the moment of masses of particles constituting the system about center of mass will be 0. It's clear? So, this is all about the center of mass. Already I have told that there will be no difference in center of mass and center of gravity if there is a uniform gravitational field. But if the gravitational field is not uniform, then center of mass and center of gravity both will be the different points, because in center of gravity it is that point at which whole weight of body is supposed to be concentrated, and weight is a vector quantity which always acts vertically downward. So if the gravity is different, then what will happen? Different particles will experience the different gravitational force. Here we have taken all the particles of the same mass. But if suppose in this region gravity is some and here gravity is other, means the value of G in this portion is other. So what will happen? Here there will be different amount of gravitational force, here there will be different amount. Now one more thing, center of mass can be located within the material of the body as well as outside the material of the body. For example, if you take the ring, in case of the ring, where will be the center of mass? It is that point, it is the center of the ring, will be the center of mass, and at this point there is no matter. No matter is located at this point. Now after this we will propagate the same idea for the center of mass of n particle system. Center of mass of n particle system means instead of 2 particles, suppose there are n particles in the system, then what will be the center of mass? So we will get the similar result as we have got in the 2 particle system. The same type of result will be obtained in the n particle system. Here we will not derive for this. Only what will be the difference? Suppose this is a system which is consisting number of particles. It's clear? Here this is the position vector of first particle. This is the position vector of suppose ith particle. This is a first particle. Suppose this is the position vector of nth particle. It's clear? This is Rn. Their masses may be same as well as may be different also, Mn. Now see here, and here it is not necessary that all the particles will be in the same line. They may be in the different lines also. It's clear? So see here these particles are not lying in the same line. Where will be the center of mass? So here, in the previous case, in the 2 particle system, we have seen that the center of mass will be along the line joining their particles. Means particles को join करने वाली line पर ही कहीं पर होगा. But here there is not like that. It's clear? Here maybe there will be there will be any point within this or outside the material also, depending upon its shape and size. So see here. What will be the coordinate of center of mass? Vector RCM equals to M1 R1. You take any point at the center of mass. Suppose you have taken this point at the center of mass. This is the ith particle. So what will be the position vector of center of mass? It will be this. So vector RCM equals to M1 R1 plus M2 R2 plus and so on plus Mn Rn divided by M1 plus M2 plus and so on plus Mn. In short, we can write it as sigma MIRI upon sigma MI. This is the center of mass of discrete particle system. So now we will find out the Cartesian coordinate of center of mass. Cartesian coordinate means coordinates like this, x comma y. So see here I have taken the coordinate at the of this point at which mass m1 is located as x1 y1. Coordinate of this point where the mass m2 is located as x2 y2, and this where the center of mass is xcm comma ycm. If you write it in terms of the unit vectors, this vector r1 in terms of the unit vector, so it will be equal to unit vector I into x1 plus unit vector j into x2 y1. It will be y1. Then what will be vector r2? It will be unit vector I into x2 plus unit vector j into y2. Similarly, what will be vector rcm? It will be unit vector I into xcm plus unit vector j into ycm. Now, as we know that vector RCM is, here first we will do for the two particle system, and then we will propagate the same idea for n particle system. So, vector RCM equals to, here you have seen that it is equal to m1 into unit vector r1 plus m2 into vector r2 divided by m1 plus m2. Now, in this expression you substitute all these values. In this expression you substitute all these values. So, this is unit vector I into xcm plus unit vector j into ycm equals to m1. What is r1? r1 is this. So, unit vector I into x1 plus unit vector j into y1 plus m2 unit vector I into x2 plus unit vector j into y2, and here denominator is purely scalar m1 plus m2. Now what will you do? In both the sides you equate the coefficients of unit vector I. So, what is coefficient of unit vector I here? It is xcm. In this side what will you get? You will get m1 x1 into unit vector I plus m2 x2 into unit vector I divided by m1 plus m2. So, it will be equal to what? m1 x1 plus m2 x2 divided by m1 plus m2. It's clear? Similarly, if you equate ycm, means if you equate the coefficients of unit vector j in LHS and RHS, what will you get? Here you will get m1 y1 unit vector j plus m2 y2 unit vector j whole divided by m1 plus m2, that is m1 y1 plus m2 y2 divided by m1 plus m2. So, these are the Cartesian coordinates of the center of mass of a two particle system. Now if we extend the same idea for the n particle system, in that it will be equal to what? xCm will be equal to m1 x1 plus m2 x2 plus m3 x3 and so on plus mn xn divided by m1 plus m2 and so on plus mn. Means we can write in n particle system, it can be written as xCm will be equal to sigma mi xi upon sigma mi. Sigma mi xi is m1 x1 plus m2 x2 plus m3 x3 and so on mn xn. And what will be ycm? It will be sigma mi upon sigma mi. Here also all the results which we have deduced for two particle system, that will remain true. Means number one, position of center of mass do not affect due to the change of origin. Its relative position with respect to the particles constituting the system will remain same. Number two, on changing the origin, only the coordinate will be changed. It is clear? And number three, the sum of the moment of massage about the center of mass will be 0. Sum of the moment of massage about the center of mass will be 0. So this is the center of mass of discrete particle system, in which the particles are discretely situated.